beautiful people. It is Monday, and today we are headed to Denver as my air purifier comes on. But it is 7:45 a.m. I'm headed into the office but first I have to go to the pharmacy to pick up medication because I'm gonna run out while I'm in Denver. So we're gonna do that first. I'm packed and ready to go. Denver is basically a 1.5 day trip, maybe a 2 day trip. You wanna count the travel time. So I only have a carry-on. I did not edit any videos in Long Beach last week or over this weekend. I had so much to do this weekend, and that included self-care and rest. I went to the hiatus spa. I did not vlog at all. My boyfriend hung this light. I'll show you in the bedroom. So I finally have a new light in this bedroom. And I went and bought the perfect light bulbs for it. Lighting is so important to me, let me tell you. This morning, I've also folded some laundry. I cleaned my bathroom. I'm just trying to prepare myself for when I come back and everything is nice and clean and I can just pick up with my normal flow. I got a mani-pedi. Finally got a mani-pedi. I've been so busy. I've been neglecting myself. I got a facial over the weekend. The skin is looking so good. And so I just want to make sure that I'm prepared. Let me finish fixing the bed for when I come back because I have to go to work on Thursday and Friday. Oh. So this is the crazy busy month that I told you guys I would have. Let me get these clothes out of the dryer very quickly. Hold on. I dried these last night, but they weren't completely dry. So, I also watered my plants this morning. Like, I'm trying to be a way better plant mom than I was before. So let me finish folding my laundry up and then we'll head to the car. I know you're probably wondering, why is she taking this time to do this laundry? Blah, blah, blah. But I have a trip every week this month, so I don't want 1 week's dirty laundry to roll into the next week's dirty laundry. I have to have every week needs to have an ending, and then every other week needs a beginning, and that ends with dirty laundry, then clean laundry, and then packing again. I just need to go through that process every week, and I don't want to have it overlap or feel rushed like, oh my gosh, I still have dirty laundry from last week. So I'm so glad that I got all the laundry done. Now we can go to the pharmacy. I'm about to get in the car, but this is the look of the day. The Victor Gleemont polka dot set and some Mark Fisher red heels. They have a bow on the side. Excuse how dusty this mirror is, but it is in a garage. And as you could see earlier, my hair is natural. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, this is the look of the day. Very comfortable. It feels like a pajama skirt set. So perfect for the airport. All right, let's go. Oh, it's hot. Hot.
Dropping off or picking up a prescription. We wanted to let you know the pharmacy department and CVS will be closed for lunch today from 1:30 to 2 o'clock p.m.
Alrighty. That took about 15 minutes, and now we're headed into the office. I need to be on some type of birth control, and I like like being on birth control that takes away my period so that I don't have one, because I would never be able to live a normal life with my period every month. So I decided to try the shot because I don't want to take a pill every day, because a pill raises blood pressure, and that's something that people don't tell you. So all those years that I was taking birth control with a pill, it was actually elevating my blood pressure. So fast forward to Friday. I have received the first shot 3 months ago in my doctor's office. Everything went well. I didn't notice any major weight gain or anything. I didn't have any side effects. I decided, okay, I'm gonna go and get the second shot. And you have basically a 10-day window to when you can get the shot so that it's not ineffective or you're not without birth control. So I schedule it for the same network, like hospital network, but a different location. I didn't go to my doctor because he's like 30 minutes away or more from where I live. And on Friday, I was just getting in from Long Beach, and so I decided I was going to go to the location closest to my house. I go in, I check in, it's 9:35. 9:35, they're like, cool, Miss Caraway, go have a seat over there. By immunizations, they'll call you, blah, blah, blah. So 9:45, 9:50, 10 o'clock, 10:10 rolls around. I'm still sitting there. This nurse keeps walking out, and she just looks at me, and then she keeps walking. And she never calls my name. She never says anything. And then at 10:15, I get up and I go back to the front desk and I say, hey, I've been sitting here for a really long time. Can you check on my appointment and see if they even know that I'm here? Because I'm thinking I would have been gone by then, right? So they say, okay, Miss Caraway. They call the back, let them know, hey, Miss Caraway's still here, blah, blah, blah. I go back and have a seat and wait for them to call me. About 20 minutes later, I'm still sitting there and I'm very aggravated. I'm like pacing the floor. I'm so aggravated. I've now been there for 1 hour. This nurse, the same nurse, comes out and she asks me, did you bring your own medication, or did you bring your own medicine for this, or is this something we're supposed to supply you with? Excuse me? I'm like, they clearly don't know what they're doing, and I don't even feel safe, because this is a run-of-the-mill, like normal birth control shot. This is not one that they would give you over the counter, or that you could get somewhere else and that you're just coming so that someone can inject you with it. This is not that type of medicine, okay? It's not at all. Like, everybody knows what this is. It's a brand name. It's like run of the mill. And I'm just looking at this lady like, what are you asking me? Why don't you know about this? Why? Okay, you're too confused to inject me with anything. She tells me to wait, and she actually never comes back for me. And I go up to the front desk, and I'm like, you know what? I don't trust them to inject me with anything. I would like to go to a different location. And the lady is like, aren't you here just for your like depot shot? Like, you're here for birth control, right? And I'm like, yeah, I actually am. And so the lady's like, I tell her, the nurse asked, did I bring my own medicine? And the lady at the front desk is like, what? She asked you what? What is she asking? Why is she asking you that? She is not supposed to ask you that. And so then I said, I just question the quality of care. I question if these people know what's going on, and I don't trust them to inject me with anything today, because I don't think they know what they're doing. And then the other girl at the front desk says, oh yeah, you know, they're going through some changes and they're a little confused back there. If they're confused in immunizations, they need to shut that shit down. And I'm saying that with all due respect to the profession of healthcare. You can't give care in confusion. Point blank, period, the end. So then when she says this, I'm like getting like nervous, I'm shaking, I start like tearing up, and I'm just like, I don't trust them, I don't trust them, I don't want them to inject me in anything. Can you schedule me another appointment at a different location? And then the girl at the front desk says, you know, actually no, I'm not going to schedule you another appointment. All I can do is give you this map with this pamphlet. Let me show you. I can give you this map with this pamphlet, and it has all our locations in there, and then you choose which one you want to go to and just go. You'll just have to wait and they'll fit you in. And so I just felt like there was absolutely zero F's given to my care at that time. Like just go, girl. Do what you gotta do. Handle it on your own. And so I actually drive all the way out of Houston. I go to Cypress, Texas, where my doctor's office is, and that is where I ended up getting the shot, like over probably more than an hour later. I think I got the shot at noon. Yeah, so and I'm leaving there at like 10:45. So I have to drive all the way out there and get the shot. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then on the way back, there was so much traffic coming back to Houston because there was an accident on the highway. So Friday, I was supposed to work from home, except for this little, what I thought was going to be like maybe an hour and a half, where I just ran and got this shot. I did not start working until maybe 3 o'clock, and I never finished all the work that I needed to do on Friday. I tried to do little by little over the weekend, and it didn't happen. There were like 2 things I never got to. So that was pretty much a bummer. But what I did get to was my expense reporting, because let me tell y'all, just like I don't want dirty clothes lapping from one trip to the other, I also do not want my expense report overlapping. So I needed to finish up my first expense report and then start my second, which is for this trip today, where I'm going to Denver. And I'm so excited. And we're going to go to a special event, and I'm not going to tell you right now, but I'm super excited. It's on tomorrow evening, and it's going to be so exciting, and I'm going to take you with me. So before I put my mask on, I can tell you that I made it in time for my 9 o'clock meeting. It is 8:43, and I am in the parking garage. So I'm going to get my things out. My purse of the week is this Vince Camuto mini bag. It has this top handle. I carried it a couple times this weekend, and then and fell back in love with it. The guest bag that I purchased in Long Beach is coming with me. I have my lunch. I have some snacks. Let me get my ass into the office. Have a good day, Queens. It is noon, and work in the office is done. I'm now headed to the airport. My flight is at 2:45, and I already checked in, and the bag is in the trunk, and I'm just taking this bag here, and we'll be in another city in a few hours. We landed. Let's go get the bags.
please. It's a slight gear change in.
You guys, it is 6:32 p.m. Just getting into my room. I'm staying at the Sheraton Denver downtown, and I've never stayed in a room that looks like this. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see, but it looks a little like loft-ish to me. So this is the door. Okay, and immediately it's like, bam. It's just an open area right here. You guys know I'm used to like the little entryway, and then you'll turn, and there'll be a bathroom right here. But here they put like a mini fridge and a bar and a coffee bar. And I guess this is the closet there. And then the bathroom is it's kind of cozy, but it's good. Oh, I like this artwork. Very cute. Looks like a good shower head to wet my afro. Good little products. It looks very modern, very sleek. They have the the lit up mirror, which I like. Helps me get dressed. And then they have this funky artwork. And the TV is just mounted here. And I'm used to like furniture and everything, but they're just like, here's this bench, girl, do what it do. And then there's this table, the pedestal table, which is very modern. Look at this. It's just like really, really modern. I was not expecting this from the Sheraton. Guys, I have been changing out all the light fixtures in my house, so let me just say that I focus on light fixtures a lot. I've been noticing them a lot. And, looks like water damage though. Oh, my goodness, the Sheraton. Okay, we're gonna act like this is not our house. We are not remodeling this, but this is the room. This is it. Whoa. So by now, you guys should know the drill, how your girl rolls. When I travel, I bring these little socks, always like thick fuzzy socks that I wear in the hotel room. And these are the socks for this trip. And then I have unpacked all my electronics because I need to do some work, and I do plan on editing some YouTube videos, hopefully uploading a video. And you already know I have unpacked all my clothing. I have 2 pairs of shoes, 1 pair of heels, 1 pair of sneakers. I do only plan to wear the sneakers for the remainder of this trip though, to be honest. I just wore the heels as like a backup because we're going to this event on tomorrow evening, and I'm assuming I can wear the sneakers. But if people are like in dress shoes, then I'm gonna throw on some heels with whatever I wear. So I'm going to go find some dinner. There is a Yard House around here, so I might stop and get a Black Orchid Martini because I love the Black Orchid Martinis at Yard House. However, I always like to try new things. I'm that chick. Like, I'm in Denver. I want to try a new restaurant. And so I'm gonna see what's new around here. I'm gonna Yelp something. I always try to find like the best restaurants in downtown Denver or something like that. And then I'll come back and do some work and everything. But I want to eat first because I want to keep eating on Central Time, on Houston time, and not like eat so late compared to home. And it's 6:57. That means it's 7:57 at home. And yes, my bonnet is already by the bed because y'all know when I get tired, she's going on the head and we're getting in the bed. Yes. So I thought I had the energy to call the valet and get the car and make an 8-minute drive. But actually I don't. It's either gonna be walking distance or yard house. Like I'm getting tired. It is 8 p.m. in Houston, which isn't super late, but it does mean that I woke up at 6 a.m. and traveled, and it's been a busy day. So I'm just gonna charge my laptops, and then the restaurant that I looked up that I really wanna go to is called SAFTA, S-A-F-T-A. I will go there tomorrow, maybe for lunch, and not go today for dinner. So today we're gonna go out while it's still sun out and grab some dinner. So let me Yelp a walking distance location, not the best Mediterranean food you've ever not had. So I'm gonna show you that I ordered the crab cakes. It came with a green salad. They said that there weren't any more crab cakes. I needed to order something else. So I ordered the ravioli. This is lobster and shrimp ravioli. This came out first. And then like 1 minute later, they brought out the crab cake. So I ended up with both of them. You guys would never guess it, but okay, my allergies are like attacking my eyes. You can tell they're like really puffy. But you would never guess it, but I go into this restaurant. Now, mind you, I didn't know where I was going to go and eat dinner. I went into this restaurant called Earl's. Man, the allergies are like attacking. Look at my eyes. They are so puffy. This is craziness. Okay, I go into this restaurant called Earl's. I'm walking down the street. I just look at the menu. I'm like, okay, this is good enough. And I walk in, I go to the hostess counter, and I say, hi, I'd like a table for one. And she says, hey, it's going to be about 20 minutes. And then this gentleman, this black guy, walks up to me, and he's like, Stacy Caraway. And I turn around, and he's like, hey, how you doing? Y'all, it is a guy that I dated 15 years ago when I was in the year of our Lord, 2007. And we ended up talking. He came over. He was with his team. He's on a business trip as well. And then I went to the bar and ate because there is a wait for a table. And then he had dinner with his team. And then he came over and had dinner. Not had dinner, but had a drink while I finished my dinner. He walked me back to my hotel, and that was that, but it was like a blast from the past. Like, have y'all ever run into someone that you dated like a really long time ago? And I'm gonna be honest, this definitely is like aged me. Like, oh my gosh, like I feel old. I feel really old, but that was shocking. And it's nice to know people are still alive. I mean, that's all I have to say. Y'all know I got my man, so I'm not worried about him, but glad that he's doing well. Let's just say that. Now, let me take some allergy medicine. I'm like struggling. Have you ever felt really, really dumb? I've just spent the past 15 to 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get this dual shower head to have the water flow from the main shower head and not just this little bitty one. And I knew this was the knob, and I was twisting the knob and twisting the knob. And after like 20 minutes, I had to call housekeeping, and the man on the phone just told me, you pull it, you don't twist it. I feel like a big fat dummy, but now I'm gonna get in the shower so I can start working. My goodness. Alrighty, I am finished with work for the moment. It is 9:45 a.m. The skin is looking really good. Like, I am loving that I'm using this Clinique products again, because I just realized how much my skin likes Clinique. And I know some of y'all shade it and it's like, it's not good for your skin, but guess what? It's good for my skin, okay? But yeah, I've been working, trying to wrap up a couple contracts, meeting with legal, and everything is coming together, and I'm so excited. I wish I could tell you guys like what I work on, but I really can't. Everything that I work on is under a non-disclosure agreement, so I really cannot tell you anything. But just know that if I could, or when I can, I will, because I'll be so excited that I'll want to tell you anyway. But I'll show you the look of the day, and then we're gonna go get breakfast, because we have a 1 p.m. lunch with the crew that I'm here meeting with. And yeah, that's a long time from now, because that's like having a 2 p.m. lunch in Houston, and I'm already like really hungry. This is my uber comfy look of the day. I'm wearing one of my favorite sweaters, this Ula Johnson sweater. And actually, these pants were gifted to me by my boyfriend, because he likes fashion as well. And he bought them as part of the trunk club via Nordstrom. And y'all, this is not his size. They tried to convince him this was his size. This is my size. Like, what? And then, so I don't really know the brand of the pants, because it's like a male brand. But they're like track pants material, like very noisy. But they're very comfortable. They have a lot of stretch in them. I'm wearing my Alexander McQueen sneakers. These are like my fave sneakers at the moment, and wearing them more often is actually making them more comfortable. So I'm gonna grab my bag and my phone and head to breakfast. See you guys later. I decided to have breakfast in the Brown Palace Hotel, and I have never in my life seen a notice like this. Wow. Wow. But I chose to come to eat here. So let's see if it's any good. I am taking a trip to the front desk because I have managed to lock myself out of my room. I have 0 room keys to get back in. So I need to keep working, and I definitely would love to work right here, but I gotta get to my room.
All I want he just had it. He had the leadership. He had the energy. Most importantly, he's a brilliant football mind. And not only on offense, but when you talk to him about defense and what he wants in a defense and special teams and what he wants in the building, and just so detailed with everything he does. And so it was really an easy decision. We interviewed 10 amazing candidates, and he was the one who we kept talking about. I think it's hard to fill every need you have in your team. I don't think any team is able to do that in a draft. But I felt we needed to upgrade our depth on defense. And I think we drafted 6 defensive players. We were able to do that.
All the sacrifices my parents made for me to to be able to be in that position to get drafted, and it was just a dream come true. Something I've always dreamed about since I was a kid, and it just felt so surreal when it all happened. So.
It is 9 p.m. Denver time, 10 p.m. Houston time, and I'm finally back in my hotel room. Had a awesome time as I was invited to a Denver Broncos event, which I could not believe it. So just was treated so well by that organization, and I root for Russell Wilson, so I'm rooting for them this year. I got a text message from my boss like, hey, check your email. So apparently I'm about to check my email, and then I wanted to go and check out this rooftop bar that my hotel has called Bevel, one of them. And but I got to see how long checking my email will take. My flight is at 10:40 in the morning, but I am going to end the Denver trip here because I really just am. Tomorrow's a travel day, and I'm just flying out, and I will go home and not go to the office. But I will see you guys next week when we go to Indianapolis, Indiana. See you next week.